Greetings, friends. I want to step back from the grim topic of leadership and teaching as a strong practitioner of moving around primal or celestial energies and working consciously with spiritual gifts, and onto something lighter, at least for the moment. At this time that I'm filming this, we have just reached the midpoint, the middle of winter, midwinter. Most people celebrate that at Yule, which is actually the beginning of winter, the longest night of the year, when the sun just starts its inception to return to us. But if you really want the middle of winter, which few people ever celebrate, that would be now. February 1st, February 2nd. I think the reason that most people don't celebrate it is we don't have a tradition of celebrating it. At this time of year, getting together with others, unless it's family within your own household, is problematic due to the weather. Snow and ice makes it a bit dangerous to travel, difficult at the very least. And it's not the time of year where people want to get out. It's still quite dark. And you're taking your life in your hands if you want to be social and active in the middle of winter, at least up to the point of the modern conveniences we now have. Now, February, this holiday and this month in general, has often been given over to the affirmation of love, friendship, and passion. And the one way that it gets celebrated within our culture is Valentine's Day. The celebration, the one day set aside, well, originally the one day set aside, for the celebration of passion. It's important that we acknowledge this holiday because passion is what keeps us alive. It's not the things that we might think. It's not really the fear of death that keeps most of us going. That certainly won't allow you to thrive. It's the love we hold for those closest to us that holds us to life. And in the middle of winter is when you most need to remember that. Winter tends to isolate. It tends to force us to look inward at ourselves. There's not a lot to distract us from that. And the world tends to push, at least in these climates, it pushes you toward introspection. If you don't remember in the darkest days the joy, the life, the love of those around you, especially those who you hold closest to you, you could become swallowed in the darkness that is our daily life at the moment. And so to remind us of the passion that's coming, the spring, that the seed lies in the soil, in the cold ground, but the sun is coming, it will warm it, it will bring it life, to remind us of those nascent energies just waiting to unfold. We celebrate the love in our life, the love that has nurtured us, because love does nurture at its root. Thus, the middle winter celebration. Important. Think about that when you rail against the commercialism that Valentine's Day has become. Yes, flowers and candy and, Valentine gifts, but really, really the sacred part of it, the true holy day part of it, is the relationships. Relationships are key, especially in the darkness. And welcome to the woods.